Hey guys, this is Dr. Israel with Integrative Kidney Solutions again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about environmental toxin exposure and kidney health. A lot of research has been published lately about this, and I'm going to try to summarize it for you in this introductory video about environmental toxins. And we're starting to know more and more about this. I want to start by telling you a little bit about how you get exposed to these environmental toxins. Think about a busy night when you are done late at work and your kids have extracurricular activities or after-school activities such as soccer or softball, and you did not prepare for any dinner, and you have to go and pick up something like a takeout from your favorite restaurant. Have you thought that the food that you are picking up probably is coming with a side of toxic chemicals? I bet you didn't. There are many chemicals that are now known that can touch our food. Chemicals like polyfluoroalkyl substances, or in short PFAS, can be contaminating the food. These chemicals are a group of greaseproof, waterproof, non-stick industrial compounds. And they are used in hundreds of consumer products, including the ones that are touching our food. They are also among a group that is called persistent organic pollutants, or POP, and they can actually cause significant kidney damage. What are the source of exposure to these chemicals? In the past, kidney doctors focus on heavy metals such as lead or cadmium. The major risk on kidney health used to be job-related exposure. But more recently, we're starting to see research that proves that the general public is actually exposed to a wide range of chemicals as a consequence of just normal daily living and activities. Example of these activities that increase your exposure to chemicals and negatively impact kidney health include purely just living. So, eating, actually, dietary intake of food or drinks, such as contamination of your drinking water or food from contaminated soil can be a source. Food additives in processed food that are never properly tested for human consumption, such as contaminated juices, for example. Using textile or household maintenance product that are treated with chemicals, as in preparing furniture with a flame retardant, for example. Routine medical and dental care actually also can be associated with exposure to toxic chemical, such as chemicals in implants or dental fillings. In fact, the increase in environmental pollution as a result of accelerated urbanization worldwide has become a global public health challenge. So how do persistent organic pollutants, or POPs, affect kidney health? Recently, POPs were detected in military bases as well in public water supplies from industrial contamination and in agricultural and crop products. Exposure to POPs has been linked to cancer, including kidney cancer. And there's mounting evidence that POPs actually can contribute to kidney disease and loss of kidney function. Your kidneys are a very sensitive organ, and they act like sieves. Studies have demonstrated that actually the kidneys are the major sites of elimination of these chemicals, which make them very vulnerable to their negative effects. In fact, studies point to PFAS as contributing directly to kidney damage or indirectly by leading to changes in human metabolism that can lead to kidney damage. Toxicology studies also looked into that, and they found that the tubules of the kidneys are the most affected. And when part of the kidney become affected, the kidney function start declining, and then that lead to further buildup of these chemicals, increasing their toxicity on the body and the kidneys. So this creates a vicious cycle that amplify the effect of the toxic exposure. What is most concerning is that children and adolescents are and will be more exposed to these substances throughout their lifespan. And does genetic play a role here? Our body detoxifies foreign chemicals in the liver by specific processes, and then they are eliminated by the kidney or by other route. The failure of these processes of detoxification and elimination may lead to a greater toxicity of POPs. Genetic and epigenetic changes in the detoxification process can increase the level of chemical or lower the threshold for intake or toxicity, which can lead to significant impact on kidney. So a normal exposure for one person may be toxic for another person, especially in the long term, because the genes are different, the detoxification pathway and the metabolism is different, so their exposure can be different. Therefore, checking for genetic abnormalities in the detoxification pathways is a crucial element in identifying the risk of exposure. What about heavy metals? We talked about heavy metals. For years, kidney doctors, and I'm one of them, we've known that heavy metals can impact kidney health. The most well-known of these include arsenic, lead, and cadmium. So let me talk briefly about these. Each of them actually deserve a video by itself. To start with, let's talk about arsenic. Arsenic is used in pressure treatment of wood. It can lead to structural damages in the kidneys, which can lead to kidney disease. Contamination of drinking water, soil, and rice is well known with arsenic and has been linked to elevated blood pressure and kidney injury, leading to kidney disease. Second, and again I'm going to be brief here, cadmium is used in batteries, in pigments, coating, plastic. It has been used also in phosphate fertilizer and can lead to soil and water contamination with subsequent accumulation in plants, particularly root vegetables such as carrot. It is also found in tobacco, cigarettes, and inhaled secondhand smoke. In fact, it is estimated that individuals who smoke 1 pack of cigarette each day, they absorb 1 to 2 microgram of cadmium every day. Cadmium exposure leads to development of diabetes, decreased kidney function, increased urine output, which loss of some minerals from the kidneys. It does appear, though, that vitamin D and zinc can protect the kidneys from the effect of cadmium. Finally, lead is used in welding and battery and in production of pottery, glazing of ceramic pots. Water pipes, like we saw in Flint, Michigan, can get contaminated, can lead to contamination of community water. Many children are exposed to lead by ingestion of contaminated soil or food or herbs grown in these soils. Sadly, as recently as 2017, a large population of adult and children in the United States had blood lead levels that are higher than what is considered safe. In addition to cognitive delays in children, relatively modest level of lead in the body can cause progressive kidney damage, elevated blood pressure, and gout. So should you be tested for exposure? Unfortunately, after chronic exposure to these pollutants, our body adapt and store them in tissues such as fat and bone. So a simple blood test may not detect these substances. The best analysis is what is called a provoked urine collection. This requires a physician that is familiar with careful provoked urine testing to order a medication that encourages the release of these toxins from their storage in the bone or fat so that they can be collected in the urine. If you suspect that you are exposed, ask your integrative or functional medicine nephrologist to test you. For more information, please follow us on www.inkidney.com. Subscribe to our newsletter, and if you like this video, please press the like button below and subscribe to our channel so we can tell YouTube that we are worth watching.